Hey guys, I'm just gonna go over my notes. Feel free to comment at any time. Feel free to comment at any. All right, so I'm gonna start with the West and work my way past that, and then the AL West is what I'm starting with. So the standings are Mariners, Angels, A's. I'm not going to pitch. The rest of that doesn't really matter to me because I'm not going to go over every single team. Doing the ones that really matter right now. I will say the Astros, without going over them, are not in, are in fourth place. So I don't know. They had the Mariners are in first place, and I wrote down some of their schedules. 7 out of their 16 games have been either against the Giants, outside the Giants ballpark, because the Giants are super good at home, not away, and also the Baltimore Orioles. So they've only had really 9 tough games. I guess um, the White Sox were a tough team. The Twins are struggling, especially at like I know just in general they're having a hard time finding ways to win. It's either the bats or the pitching that works in a game, never both. So we'll get into that. But basically, their strength of schedule is not very that hard right now. So the jury's completely still out on them. I'd say the Angels are more deserving, or the A's are more deserving in first place. Like the Angels already played the White Sox, the Astros, and the Astros were really good early on. In fact, they're a CS team. They went to the ALCS last year. Toronto, who have really good bats this year, and also they played the Rays and the Twins. The Twins are probably the easiest team on that schedule. That's pretty. I don't know. I figured that's a much tougher schedule than what the Mariners had, and they're only like 1 game back from them, so it makes sense. So I honestly think that they like 1 or 2 games back from them, and I think that's if you flip those schedules, the Angels will be in first. Oakland's won 9 out of their last 10. I'm an Oakland fan, so I had to mention them. Plus, they won 9 out of their last 10 after an 0-6 start. I think that's pretty impressive. They've won 8 in a row now. They started with the. Here's the thing: the reason they went 0-6 is they played the Astros coming right out of the gate, who are just coming off a CS, and the Astros are always. You don't want to start your season against a team that just went there that has momentum. And then you got the Dodgers, who you got your first win against, and then you have to go back and play the Astros again. Why would you? The MLB screwed them with this season, with this schedule, whether that's on purpose or not. But they're 9-7, and they're only a little bit back from. They're like a half game back or so from second place. So, and I'm sure they can change that over time. The AL East. Let's go here. See here, I have my notes. Probably won't stay in first place. I'm picking the Yankees to win that division. Rays will probably come in second and probably get a wild card. Blue Jays might actually be in contention to stop the Rays from getting that. As far as as like second in that division, they might get second or third in that division. They'll be in the race for most of the season. The reason I say the Rays will not win a division, here's why: because they lost Morton, they lost Snell, and I'm not sure how much longer Walker could pitch super well. So that's something. I don't know. I just feel like their pitching and a lot of their bullpen is actually injured. A lot of their key guys. So I'm including Chaz Rowe, who they didn't have in the postseason, but I think there were other ones too. Like they're down to only a few relievers actually that they're used to. So that's the AL East. Let's see. My next piece of paper is. Yeah, I already talked about the Blue Jays and Yankees briefly. Oh, yeah, and I'm not going to talk about the AL Central because I think all those teams have no shot in the playoffs, especially since the Royals are in first place. Jury is actually still out on the White Sox to me, but I'm counting the Twins out. Because the difference between those two is the White Sox have pitching. I have a lot of good starting rotation. Problem is with the White Sox is their bullpen. It seems like. So we'll have to look out for them to acquire bullpen at the mid-season or like throughout the season, and yeah. Twins just I'm not betting on the Twins whatsoever. They're so unpredictable. But somehow the Royals are in first place. I'm not going to talk about each team individually in that division because I think they all because it's kind of a crappy division this year. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Now on to the NL. The NL East is Don't trust the NL East. What the heck? Yeah. The NL East. Oh no, I think the Mets are going to run away with the NL East. They have the most complete team. Same pitching as last year. Better bullpen. Plus, they added Lindor and a few other. And I'm noticing they're hitting better. Lindor just sparks the lineup when if he gets on, the whole team gets going, and so on and so forth. I'm picking the Mets to run away with that division, not just win a division. It's going to be a long shot for anyone, including the Phillies, to win that division. That's my prediction. And yeah, I think the Phillies are just very incomplete. They have a lot of holes, that so that that's the NL East. All right, next up, the Reds. Yeah, the Reds are just like they had the best bats they've had in years. They did lose Bauer, they did lose Descalfani, but they're still pitching quite well. Yeah, they've got the long ball. Last year they relied on the long ball a lot. I'm noticing that they're getting like some speed in that lineup now and stuff. That's pretty. And they're getting a lot more hits, so they're getting runs the other way as well. That's important, dude. Last season I felt super bad for like Bauer and a few other, and like Sonny Gray and all that because they had 0 run support. And also, I will say they lost Razel Iglesias to the Angels in the offseason. That was unfortunate for them. And then, of course, the Cubs are in last. They've fallen apart. They missed their window's over. They got to get rid of those players right now, and not sign Javi Baez. You can't you gotta get rid of all those guys and start trade them or something. They should have done that last year. They already lost Schwarber, who was marketable. Yeah, and all of the pitchers are gone too. Quintana, Lester. All they have is Hendricks, and they lost Darvish as well. It's just The NL West, Dodgers are in first, way ahead already. They're 3.5 games ahead, and the Giants are. I'm not convinced at all, but they are in second place and tied with San Diego for second place. Tatis is injured. I'm not sure what that's going to do. And they have a bunch of other stacked players, but that's where most of their money's going. Could be very costly down the stretch of the season, especially in the playoffs. But their pitching is insane. Despite losing Garrett Richards to the Red Sox, who's having a great season. So that is it for this one. Hope to see you guys more next time, but I know I haven't done this for a while, so got to regain some people here.